here in this three-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Diego Padres. Matt Strahm gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in as hot as anyone in this first week of the season as they've won 5 of their first 6 contests.
Hey, thanks, Matty. You know what, D-Row, nothing you'd like more than to win this one here. They've got a long roadie coming up. They'd like to win this one to get themselves on an airplane onto a long road trip on a positive note.
You know this, Dan, as well as I do. 10-game road trip, a lot of packing involved the night before this one. They're going to have to find a way to stay focused, win this ball game, and get on a happy flight.
Time now to look at the Diamondbacks' starting lineup. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks' first baseman. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is popped up near second base. And this is taken in for the second out.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 6.
Now at the plate, David Peralta. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Myers is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. So striding forward now, Fernando Tatis Jr. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop.
Here comes the first pitch.
23.
Ball 1. So guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they come in hoping not to fall too deep into an early season hole as they're just 1-5 to start the new campaign.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him. And to boot, the defense was on its heels.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Stepping in now, Jose Pirela, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Tatis stands at second with no outs. To 2-2 now.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the payoff pitch home. Here's the 2-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
From the stretch. Heading out towards shallow right. Jones is under it. 1 out. Time now to check the hometown Padres lineup card in this one. Dero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. He's got 3 base hits in 17 at-bats. He's also driven in 5 runs. A ball and a strike. On a rope to the second baseman.
Batting 5th, the left fielder.
Here's Will Myers. He's coming off a big ball game last night in which he accounted for 5 runs batted in. First pitch on its way. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Marte is after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Padres leave a pair. We are still scoreless. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Ketel Marte. He's hitless in the first 2 games of the series, 0 for 8. Here comes the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Well, it's been a lopsided series thus far, with the Padres dominating to this point and taking aim at a series sweep in this contest.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit back up the middle. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. And let's focus on Manny Machado, 2015 Gold Glove winner. Get the mantle space ready. He's going to add more to that. On the defensive side, he's a highlight reel at the hot corner.
First delivery to him on the way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Wilmer Flores is on deck. There's ball 4. So a runner at first with 1 out now. And up next, the utility man, Wilmer Flores. In the dirt here. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. This is line to left. Myers is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 7th.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and that means that Nick Ahmed will be the next to bat. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. A ball and a strike. Escobar at second with 2 down. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. Runner takes the turn at second on his way to third. To third now, but he's safe as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Man, the pitcher was this close to getting out of the inning and leaving that runner stranded, but the guy standing on third had other ideas, driving in the first run of the game.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
And Machado will make the catch here, and that ends the inning. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. On the ground to the right side. Taken in by Flores. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Nick Ahmed. Defense is this guy's calling card. One of the slickest defenders in our game. Super sure-handed and doesn't get enough love on the defensive side of the ball.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. He's 2 for 4. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Fouled off. Runners on first with 1 down. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Now another 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And he misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
Into the box, Matt Strom. And they do have him bunting with 1 away as he puts this one down. The throw pulls him off the bag. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's set, and the pitch. On the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Diamondbacks, Robbie Ray. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. That's popped up. Tatis is there for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 10.
So with 1 away now, that'll bring in the dangerous Adam Jones. Right side, hit hard. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
That was a well-executed pitch right there. Change up, down and away, but he just got beat with it. Nice job to flip it the other way into the outfield for an opposite field base hit.
Standing in now, Christian Walker. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. 1 there. On to Hosmer, a double play, and that ends the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday. Leading off the inning, Jose Pirela, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
The second baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1. Manny Machado is on deck. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 3-2 pitch. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Well, there's only a one-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball.
I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance. That is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
A ball and a strike now to Machado. Two and one.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. Pirela gets his lead at first, nobody out. Runners off for second. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Flores has it, and he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Well, this is a costly mistake to say the least. It's a dead ball situation. That means those runners automatically move up to second and third, not helping your cause very much when your errors are putting guys into scoring position.
Into the box now, Hunter Renfroe. No balls and a strike to count. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. The 0-2 home. Line toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Oh, and he misses it. And the second run will score as well.
Hey, Dan, batter drives in two right there to give his team the lead. This looks like it's going to be a little bit back and forth. As a pitcher, how do you stop the bleeding?
The one thing you have to do is just concentrate all you can to try to get that first hitter out of each inning. This has the makings like this is going to be one of those seesaw affairs.
No balls and one strike. Myers swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was selected in the third round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Now batting, first baseman.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Eric Hosmer. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Goodness, 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there. stepping in, number 62. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Still only one out in the inning. A ball and a strike. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So it's first and second with two men gone. And here's Franmil Reyes stepping in. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses for ball one. Reyes, a native of the Dominican Republic. This is his second year as a major leaguer. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he will crash into the wall, but hold on to it there for the final out of the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Now at the plate, David Peralta as we begin the top of the fourth.
The left fielder, number 6.
First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with...
Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Well, as we take another look at it, you can see that this thing kind of handcuffed him and he couldn't make the play. Comes off the heel of the glove, and the leadoff man is aboard.
Ketel Marte will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Peralta aboard here at first with nobody out. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
Eduardo Escobar is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside, 1-0. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. And this one's in the dirt. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike three called, one away. So with a couple of men on and one out in the inning now, let's turn to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. Both guys topping out at 95 miles an hour. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores. First and second now, one man out. Grounded up the first baseline. And Hosmer won't be able to get a glove on it. It's a fair ball. And the runner from second is in to score.
Dan, that's a nice RBI base hit on a hard grounder down the first baseline. If the first baseman's holding him right there, it's probably a double play, but not the case.
No question about it, Dero. Sometimes it's a game of inches, and that ball hit where vacated where the first baseman, if he was holding on, that would probably have been one of those 3-6-3 double plays. Instead, it's down the line for a base hit.
And the go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie. It's 3-2.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Alex Avila. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here's the first pitch to him. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw over to third here, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Ball 2 now.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Ready with the payoff pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Payoff pitch on its way. Another one sent foul. Swing and a liner, but this will find the shortstop's glove for the third out of the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 Padre error, and a couple of men left. To the bottom of inning. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Andy Green during the commercial break about the Padres offense. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ian Kinsler will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 3, Ian Kinsler.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Pitch taken there by Kinsler, and he's out in front now. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting, number 23.
The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go. Fernando Tatis Jr. He was a double play victim last time around. Line toward right center. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. Throw won't get him.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Jose Pirela. Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And to score from third, the tying run.
The third baseman,
So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And standing in now, the always dangerous third baseman, Manny Machado. First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball right on the black, taken for a strike.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
That's a strike. The throw down is right there as Avila says, not on my watch.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there, and it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag, but he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there. 1-2.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
He loses him on ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up, or he can really hurt you.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This is line to left. Peralta is going to have room out there as he puts this away to. Adam Warren will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Number 17.
High in the air out to center field. Renfroe moves over. 1 down.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Christian Walker. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0. On, he pops it up. In there, a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock.
Meanwhile now, this is a drive out to straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run. David Peralta with a 2-run shot. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's now 5-3.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Into the box, Ketel Marte as he hits one on a line to left field. Myers is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The third baseman, number 5.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Eduardo Escobar. Ball 1. Looking at his career totals, Escobar is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. The 1-1 home. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here's another 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. That's popped up. Machado in foul ground. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the Diamondbacks pick up a couple courtesy of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's now 5-3 Arizona. Ready once again, Will Myers. He singled his last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. Can't catch the corner away with the fastball. It's 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And the Friars are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
Man, that's got to sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses inside 1-0. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And the lead will shrink to 1 as the run scores from second to make it 5-4 now.
Number 62.
So digging in now, number 62, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat. Line toward the gap in left center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
The right fielder, number 32.
So stepping in, Franmil Reyes, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
You're on the mound in this situation. You only have 2 options. You got to find a way to strike this next guy out or get him to ground into a double play.
Started the breaking ball far too inside that time, laid off for ball 1. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. Now the 1-1 pitch is strike 2 swinging.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
1-2, here it comes. Hit high and deep to right center. Marte is in pursuit. He's there, but oh, he clanks it off his glove. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Well, you can see what happens here. He's so focused on lining up to make his throw that he forgets one small detail. You got to catch it first, so he gets tagged with an error, as well he should.
Your attention, please.
Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon.
Pinch hitting for the Padres.
So the line score will show he departs after just 4 innings of work, and you know they wanted more out of him than this, as he won't even stand to be the winning pitcher here. And a ball 1-0.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
2-0 now. This one skied out toward right. Jones is under it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. In to score from third is the tying run. It's now a 5-5 ball game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Digging in now for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. Last time through was a base hit. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
A bouncer up the middle. Ahmed to his left. He's got it. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So it's Craig Stammen will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his third game this season. First delivery to him on the way. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll get there as the Diamondbacks get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the sixth inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
0-1 count and the pitch. Good pitch on the black. That was the sinker for a strike.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate, knowing that he's trying to execute so well, he might miss right down the middle.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Nick Ahmed becomes the first out of the inning. And that's in there, base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away. Jake Lamb will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
For Arizona, number 22.
A ball and no strikes. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Too tight with that one. 3-0. On deck, the dangerous Adam Jones. And they'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So they pick up no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. And we are all tied 5-5. Number 58 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. Stepping up now, Jose Pirela. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th. First offering on its way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
You find yourself down 0-2 in these situations, it's tough to check your swing right there. That was a nice job.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Takes this the other way to right. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear.
First delivery to him on the way. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball one. He's running. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second. Fiorella leads off second with nobody out. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Runner around second now, headed for third. The relay throw to third, and he's out. But they do grab the lead on the run that scored away from the play.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had two all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
Standing in now, Hunter Renfroe, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
3-0 to him now. Hit the other way out toward right field. Jones is under it. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 4, Will.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Will Myers. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. First pitch coming. Here it is. Gets a small piece near the plate. That rolls foul for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing, though.
And before the 0-2 pitch, he'll step out of the box here to regroup. 2 out, nobody on. Now the 0-2 pitch. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Three and 2 now. Eric Hosmer would be next. Now the payoff pitch home. Weak grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3 and 2. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Now here's the check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Now batting.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
The 1-0. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Ahmed fields it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Adam Jones. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
The first baseman.
Now to the plate, Christian Walker. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Shoots this one over to first. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, don't sleep on first base. I know they call third base the hot corner, but there's some bullets hit down that way too. Good effort on the dive right there, but batter singles.
In now, David Peralta, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Lifetime versus Craig Stammen. He's just 2 for 9. He's taken him deep once. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Walker stands at first with 1 out. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
First delivery to him on the way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Diamondback center fielder with a friendly 2-0 count.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
3-0 to him now. 3 balls, 1 strike to Ketel Marte.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. In there, and it's 0-1. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. The throw's offline. He's safe. And this ball game is tied here in the 7th. In now, Wilmer Flores. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. In his career, Flores is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
6 runs, 10 hits, and 4 errors for these guys so far. 2-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
And that'll get down out there. 1 run scores. Here's a second runner around third. And it's not in time. He's safe as 2 runs come across to score, and they grab the lead.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, dear. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pair.
Into center field, line drive base hit. Flores rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score easily as they push their lead to 3 now.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 4 runs here in this half inning. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors and a runner left on. Greg Holland gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Leading up for the Padres, the catcher.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball one.
Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing.
The 1-0 home. That's lifted the other way out to left. After it is Peralta, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he is into second base with a double, his third hit this afternoon.
The right fielder, number
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. High and deep to right center. Jones going back to the track. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Boy, D-Row, there's a case of the outfield defense playing so deep that that ball looked like it was extra bases all the way, but they were able to cut it off.
Yeah, not too many times I would agree. I'd love to hear your take on this as well. The no doubles defense, I kind of never understood it to begin with. I felt like the pitcher, if he can execute the game plan, to keep the ball in front of the outfielders, but right there, boy, I was wrong. That worked.
And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Comes set with the 0-1. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. One ball and two strikes to count. The 1-2 is a slider that misses below the zone. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Next to the plate for the Padres, Fernando Tatis Jr. And their runners at the corners now. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Well, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box. And he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get. And, boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Jose Pirela is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Fouled away. A pause and the 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Marte is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Yoshihisa Hirano takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball inside. 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Here's a pop-up now. Walker is under it, and the inning is over. Start of the 8th on its way, but first Heidi Watney standing by with this report.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production, and he brought up that they're just flat out taking great swings of the ball right now. He said the frequency with which they're barreling up the baseball in this one has been outstanding, and frankly, really fun for him to watch. Our researchers tell me that 7 of their hits have had exit velocities of 90 miles an hour or better, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Number 40 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. Tim LaCastro is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2. The Friars entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late-game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop and a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Adam Jones. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 home. Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. The 1-2. Now this is swung on and hit down to Machado at third. And that's the second out.
The batter, the first baseman.
Stepping into the box, Christian Walker. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. In there, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They still lead it by 2. It's 9-7. And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Hunter Renfroe. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Hunter Renfroe becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, first baseman.
At the plate, Eric Hosmer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Riding into the box, David Peralta. He went deep back in the fifth.
The left fielder.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. Hard hit ball to short. To his left, Tatis. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ketel.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ketel Marte. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. But taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
The third baseman,
Eduardo Escobar standing in. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Line hard to the left side, but foul. 2 out, nobody on. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Myers is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Archie Bradley takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Now pitching.
Striding in once again, number 62. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. No balls and a strike to count.
And batting 7, number 1, Gerard Dyson.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Number 11 will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Swing and a liner. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. And that's going to bring in the run from second to make this a 1-run game now. And this is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first major league RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the 2 first with 1 swing of the bat. So congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as long as he lives.
Throw to first is not in time, and we've got ourselves a tie ball game.
Second baseman,
Riding in, Jose Pirela. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. And there he goes towards second. And he's short-armed to throw a bit as it skips past him at second.
Once the catcher realized that pitch was going to be a worm burner, I think he gave up on worrying about trying to throw out the stealing base runner. That was a good job of just keeping it close and preventing the runner from maybe going all the way around to third.
The 1-0. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Coming in is Jones. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. Andrew Chafin is called upon to get the final 2 outs of the ninth and send this one into extra innings. Manny Machado will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. 0-1 the count. The 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And this one gets away. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. Now the 2-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Jones on the move, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. And the Padres are going to walk off as winners.
Man, that has to hurt. But in the other clubhouse, it's got to feel awfully good. They battled on every pitch, every at-bat. They found a way to scratch 3 runs across to win it. Impressive, to say the least.
Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
And he was locked in at the plate up there. You could really see it in his approach and the swings he put on the ball. Finished with 3 base hits, and he certainly was a big factor in their victory.
And it's a 10-9 final at the end of this one. The Padres used a 3-run ninth to help propel them to the win.